everyone, and welcome to the 19th Sports Awards Banquet. Before we begin, I'd like to thank everyone for making their time here for this celebration that we can all do it together. And I know it's a weekday evening, so extra thanks and kudos to you guys for making your way here. And we're all just so excited to celebrate this all together. And I hope you guys are excited as we are. And can I just say, what a treat it is to stand here and see all of your beautiful faces and everyone so dressed up on a weekday evening. So, yeah. It's definitely a very different look from our everyday look. And so let's take this time to tap the person beside us and just let them know how great they look tonight. And yeah. Music to my ears. I love it here. So, my name is Shuri Chibana, and I will be your MC host for this evening's banquet. And you might see me around the gym. I myself play a little bit of basketball. And I'm so honored to have been invited by the Palau National Olympic Committee to practice some public speaking skills and to be with you all tonight. Yeah. So we all know each other. I like that. And we're going to have a great time. So now we kindly ask everyone to, well, you're all taking your seats now. So at this time, we would like to invite one of our own athletes who is a member of the Canoe national team, Miss Elsay Delay, to begin tonight's banquet with a prayer. Let's give her a round of applause while she makes her way. Thanks, Elsay.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Let us bow our heads for a short prayer. Dear God, we thank you for gathering us here to celebrate our athletes. Thank you for the strength and resilience that you grant us and them, and may they continue to inspire us. And please bless the food we are about to eat. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you so much, Elsie. Everyone, please remain seated and enjoy each other's company and the mini buffet at your tables. And we will begin our formal opening of this sports banquet by welcoming Mr. Frank Yota, who is the president of Palau National Olympic Committee, to give his welcoming remarks to this special occasion and our guests.
Single bekla. Adana bogudo. Single vilong pasel tablet. Ngagamelo batya. It shows was saying how these generations are so apart. The technology madura ngal namo duro baigal besel dongurtil. Maluel gam single mergive kultur ke bagu der sia susra ngal mora bugul belau rogui kaya gidan artiang amadal nga bugu da ang artiang rom ti aru bugul belau ngariar bangali mergi ngarinya agirage da gibo do krablu airai ma nura prablura sonsorol awora ablura niwal Cheng watching. Al check. Check the adwit. Why say? Or a tearing along. Ma warning wall. Ma peo orang at mau. Ma said it did Arungul Blue, former governor of Blue Wall. I mean, a blue of Lilio. William Single Beclava, President Tergid, Surang Alvips Junior, Metro Giving, where Uriul, Vivo, Utal Talebo, Gutera, Becladro Rogui, Vehicle will get to Marcel Regal, Hotel Beclade, Domrotel Beclav. Gulturga, Romero Bulbelau, Marbecla Adrice, Bokivital, Quebec. Ram Rigel, Maria Arthur Giddle, other mother blue, the Okyagal. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us and our athletes to celebrate the 19th year of the Sports Award Dinner and the 24th anniversary when Palau became a member of the International Olympic Committee in June 1999, over 20 years ago. Tonight is a great evening for our sports family, and especially to you, the athletes. You are the heart of the game. And the reason why we're gathered here is because of you. You are the reason we do what we do in sports. So let me take this opportunity on behalf of the National Olympic Committee, the sports federations, our athletes, and welcome our president, the Honorable Surangal Whips Jr., His Excellency Surangal Whips Jr., and also welcome our distinguished guests from our government, civil societies, sponsors and donors, business partners, families, and friends of the athletes. Please join me as we welcome our special guest, Vidya Lakhan, President of the Pacific Games Council, Mr. Andrew Minogue, CEO of the Pacific Games Council, and his wife, Laurel, tonight. Their visit to Palau is to assess and review our preparations to host the Pacific Mini Games in 2025. Yesterday, they met our leaders. They met His Excellency, President Shurang Rips Jr. They met with the leaders of our National Congress, Honorable Pocons Paules, President of the Senate, also the Honorable Sabino Anastasio, Speaker of the House of Delegates. They also had a chance to meet with our very own Ogardev, President of the Palau Community College, and also the Chairman of the 2025 Pacific Mini Games. Also here with us tonight is Richelle Turner, Australian Ambassador to the Republic of Palau. Ambassador Jessica Lee, Republic of China, Taiwan, Ambassador to the Republic of Palau. Joining them is James Bowner, Charity Affairs of the U.S. Embassy in the Republic of Palau. Ryan Maraire was supposed to join us tonight as he's the focus person with respect to all the facilities as the DPW Director as well as CIP Manager for the Republic of Palau. Before I go further, I'm going to ask that we take a moment to reflect of those who are no longer with us, especially late Senator Agitaya, and our very own at the Basketball Federation, Logan. A few seconds, please. Sulang. So through sports, we persevere with our commitment to youth development, building our nation through our Adra Belau core values, Olympic movement, and the Olympism, and the well-being of our sports people. Tonight also, we celebrate our sports heroes, those who have gone before us, those who are still with us, and still making us cry and laugh, and have led us to find our joy in being grateful, happy, and above all, proud to be part of something that's challenging and fulfilling. It is in these times and moments that the spirit of sports is expounded. The core of sports truly connects us in true friendships, camaraderies, and the spirit of fair play, the development of our people, the honor of representing our nation as athletes through our participation in sports, whether in Palau, in our region, or on international stages. It is through sports that we at the Palau National Olympic Committee and the sports federations and the athletes are proud and so humbled by the strong commitment of our leadership. So that we are here tonight to celebrate the building of achievements of a Palauan through sports, but also to celebrate decades of sports in Palau before 1969 and during 1969 at the first Micro Games, and all the way to our first march to the Olympic Games in Sydney in 2000. Sport is a fashionable lifestyle, a culture by its own right. It has contributed to our youth development, to our economy, and to our social development. It produces a citizenship that is uniquely Palauan. And all of you, the athletes, are the testament to that success. With the support of our national and state leadership and our community, we are here tonight to honor your achievements. In behalf of the athletes, sports federations, and Palau National Olympic Committee, we convey our sincere gratitude to our President Whips, OEK leadership, Governors Association, Rubugul Belao, and state governments, including our families, that have ensured the survival of the Belao Games. And we can say tonight that it will happen on June 30th and ends on July 9, our 43rd Constitutional Day. Maraming sulang, the President Whips, Kau Barbadul Olbira Kalulaw, Maradal Olbira Kalulaw, Rubukul Belaw, Armutring ay kaset government tigid roguy, Rasuliw, Buraro Galgel Belaw. Asuliw, madagi mobes. Olingit, magi malmolm, talakak ringi rabek silse, olga sevrar ngaged, ratoko era sport. Algo sus, daga dos ngasi adios, rapolwado maklangar gido roguy. Raklangal tanga teringi, katangar abud, al silapolwad, ngara ungik klaw adergid, lopang gelbekla. Omar Sulang.
Thank you, President Kyota of Palau National Olympic Committee, for your remarks. It is truly amazing to have all our esteemed guests here and you all for this evening to celebrate with us and to celebrate the people and all the efforts made for sports. It shows that we truly understand the importance and the impact that sports have to our development as the youth, people, and thus a nation. So please help me to give another round of applause to Mr. Kyota. So it is at this time that we invite you all to get your food. This is an interactive buffet, so you'll find a buffet to your left and right of the room. And please feel free to get up and get your food. And our program will start in 15 minutes, so please enjoy the table mini buffet. And our caterers this evening include Donut House, The Taj, Canoe House, Shannon Sweets, Tori Tori, and Palau Pacific Resort. And we will be served by our hostesses from Galma Ilum Catering Services tonight.
Silsil gubungge Rahatang makitlom ru Rapilile gobdulga Awagim ru Yelati Bidhi jalti langu Agaso akil momi mokren jalwe Swakal momi mokler jalwe Gonna mon amore Vai gurai mora aro La mangsa Swing marangu Lulu vital pilangu Magaso el momi mo perjal we Gonna be Lulu vital pilangu Magaso el momi mo perjal we Oh, Gully Ôi mà sơn gà Chát
some with a wealth of experience under their belts, all of whom are making great waves in the life of sports and the people in these sports. Before we begin, I would like to ask the Palau National Olympic Committee Vice President Temi Smul to join me on stage to award our recipients. A round of applause for Vice President. Okay. Going this way or that way? Okay. So when I call your name, please proceed to the stage and get your award, and remain on the stage until we're completely finished with this category. And with that being said, please help me welcome these women champions chosen by their respective federations. So for the sport of archery, Miss Aurora Antonio. Or a representative? Miss Aurora? Yes, thank you. From the sport of athletics, Maya Bai. From the sport of basketball, Kristen Sugiyama. You guys can just line up back here. From the sport of canoe, Dr. Neela Redden. Okay, and when we come up, we'll go through the side Pun is on. From the sport of judo, Charisma Agwan. From the sport of softball, Wainona Sayo Sugiyama. Is Sayo here? Or representative? From the sport of swimming, Yuri Jose. Yuri is off island right now, so her mom will be receiving the award on her behalf. From the sport of tennis, Shai Sadang. From the sport of triathlon, Galia Miguel. From the sport of volleyball, she's already on the stage, Kristen Sugiyama. From the sport of wrestling, Wilau Tarong. For Special Olympics, Wakako Sisior and Jemima Malus. And receiving the reward for Jemima, she's off island at the moment, is her father. Please give a big hand to all of these women champions, our present and future heroes in sports. Now, if you'll allow me, since we're talking about women in sports, I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize all the women presidents in the federations. Assistant Attorney General Hila Asanuma, President of El Adra Volleyball, DBA Volleyball Federation of Palau, Attorney General Ernestine Ringil, President of the Tennis Federation, Jennifer Anderson, my fellow Olympian from the 2012 London Olympics for Judo, President of the Judo Federation, Mrs. Judy Otto, President of the Palau Aquatics Federation, Ms. Pasquana Flowers, President of Triathlon Federation, and I am told I have to say this myself, for the President of the Canoe and Water Sports Federation. Round of applause. And I'd also like to recognize Stephanie Ngiro-May, who is the coordinator and lead for the Special Olympics program. And she's not gonna like this, but also Mrs. Baklay Chilton Tamingil Chilton, who is our Secretary General for the Palau National Olympic Committee, as well as the Vice President of the Oceania National Olympic Committee. So, round of applause for the women champion in sports. Now, before I let you all go, thank you to all of these female athletes for being exemplary role models to our girls, and showing them what they can be. Out of these champions, one was selected to be the Female Athlete of the Year for the Palau National Olympic Committee. Drum roll, please. The Female Athlete of the Year for Palau National Olympic Committee at the 19th Biennial Awards is Dr. Nila Redden for the Canoe Association. So please go to the front. I have a little description. So Nila was nominated for Female Athlete of the Year for her dedication to the development and success of the canoe program and the canoe team. She has been paddling since 2017 for both national and regional competition, and between 2001 and 2002, Nila has demonstrated commitment to the teammates and promoting the sport of paddling within her community. Even during the pandemic, where things were quiet and motivation was, shall I say, in short supply, you could find her out on the water. She's been representing IRI State for paddling. I know there's a lot of IRI people in here. And she's brought home multiple medals on the team, as well as gold on the individual V1s. She's also represented the national team at the Mini Pacific Games in Saipan, where her hard work earned her the spot in the finals for the V1, the individuals, as well as captained and steered the team in making the finals for all of their races. So that's a hard feat for challenging people from the Pacific in the ocean. She is the most involved paddler there is, and she's able to sit in any position of the canoe and excel. If there's anything else that she doesn't know, she is willing to try over and over until she gets it. Words from her coach. In addition, not to say in the least, and I'm almost done, while she excels in her sports life, the same can be said in her professional life, as she is a doctor of dental medicine at the Palau National Hospital, a profession that we can all agree is not easy. So with that being said, Nila, I have a couple questions for you. How does sports help or benefit your life, both personally and professionally?
I'm so used to sitting on the canoe and not saying anything. So here goes. Canoe as a sport itself has helped me tremendously in my personal life. I don't know if you knew me a couple years ago, but maybe you don't recognize me now, but I was a little bit chubby back then. But in a way, through paddling and through interacting with my teammates, my coach, and everyone around me, it has helped me tremendously mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And professionally, it's given me some muscles to pull out teeth. So, yeah.
Round of applause. Thank you, all women champions. Good? Yeah, thank you very much.
You guys are setting examples of for our community, our women and young girls in your own way, the best way, which is your passions. So we are so proud of you all, and we applaud you all for your commitment to sports. Let's end it with another round of applause, guys. Thank you so much. So at this time, we'd like to welcome Madrang Abur to representing the Council of Chiefs for his remarks. Please help me invite him on stage with another round of applause.
Welcome singil mergida rogoy. Saula Miss Chimana. Usay betul maraklay. Di wajan lamadung sab ela ore etay. Ma yo ngiraget. Manurap ma oruyos. El gibda kalme olaba se cercle ira rubkul belaw. Mergida rogoy. Especially ngobangela omedeto. Congratulations sa mera PNOC, Galbec Sports Associations, especially our coaches, our managers, our athletes. El Gireltian 19th Biennial Award Ceremony, direct Kwatial Gukturesa sa Siraudo dalong sira PNOC. Me dalutal mas tiri aklol prot at tirigel dirgam lombre kal recognize tiri dile dong irar sa araw riu. Agi malt mer mam lo bangela e joiner president Surang Wips Jr. Direct mo ay sirgidlo asya ora sports all great athletes 100% is not enough. They need to find that extra 10%, more bebula 100%, and that's what makes a great athlete. Sige the rengel excel beyond aigel momdas lo aseng maximum merkau. Agi mombra lo ase siya rengar athlete serbelaw. In fact, why would a small island nation of just 20,000 be so competitive with the rest of the regions that have many thousands of citizens? When you answer that question, you have to look deep down inside your heart and say, we always keep that extra effort. We always keep that extra pride, that extra commitment, that extra love for our country, to die for our country if necessary. And that's what makes great athletes. Directly, this one, so mom will share quickly. Last week, Sir Ongedel Urior, Rubul Belao, a direct Blara, Ablun Marard, Emlo, o Adu Malubagi discuss Agel, lo, until a president el Mergida Adar Belao. It was able to be o Mr. Al Ragara 2023, and consider Gil was in Ragara Arngaska. Giri the focus attention ergi del girir. With that, Rugul Bela malungilar ndire president los Sabihin ko marubi rather olbi el lotto da emergency funding sel belau game sa mo sabihin happen el al summer. I think that's the reflective ra commitment ma effort tergi del giriar ngas ka. And then so mamal directly guktial ti al o ay silo siya. Tukar ngas karel al gegrel at el mal gired el mot mage milisi at ora sports. The sports is another way to reduce the rate of crime. Ablur Belao. Many of you alade kamsal aware waseng ngariagel bebira hang rablur orior bablur Belao. The crime rate riya mal narbab. Sel nga kola bulis ra weekends malubing after midnight. Most likely ang tablo was tubuy gertiagi dalhang. And I'll be very frank. Ngarbodal for example. Lo ara bulis el mong late at night in bang cloud disturbances ma armagigarel adal man. You know what happened to that community? Tamlo statel concentrate at Cora sports. Lo and behold, they became Palau's champions sa volleyball. And so did the crime rate go down drastically. Arbuyung for example. The late Italbang Louis, for those of you who may not know him, he always told the young people of Ngarbeed, I got record of Mirablia Bulisher, we got a celebrate. Rdi Mumrure Merkong. Kami bay guk para bebira tora, a sports, legal sabel, record, they could celebrate. Lo and behold, ang Ngarbeed, direct lotara, most competitive, ayak yung. That really shows a direct relationship. At sport, el mora health, madirect el crime waiver al selablu. And so for you, the young people, el nartiar el ang, a message sa kama marubul belao ase, let's continue to work together as a community and strengthen ay gagi del Toera sports. Because it's not just for this generation, but it's really for our children and generations to come. That we have a healthy and vibrant community that we love and call Palau. Koman Saul, thank you.
Sulang, Madarang Buk. It is an honor to have the support of the Council of Chiefs in the field of sports, and that the traditional leadership, we understand that they have such a vital part in our community, and that their presence shows true teamwork, and that we are working hand in hand for the future of Palau. So, moving on to our next category, we have many surprises coming our way tonight, but before we go there, we are moving to the Male Athletes Awards. And it's going to stay and not fall. And please help me welcome Mr. Alan C. Jr. to the stage with a big round of applause. Junior is a member of the Palau Olympians and Athletes Commissions from the sport of volleyball, and the 2012 Male Athlete of the Year recipient who will present the nominees and recipients of tonight's Male Athletes Award. Let's welcome Junior.
Wilgop Singay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Shuri, for the kind introduction. I'm here tonight to present to you guys the Male Athletes Category Award nominees and the recipients for you this evening. This category of male athletes were selected from each national sports federation as their top male athletes and champions and nominees for the PNOC Male Athlete of the Year. At this time, I'd like to request His Excellency, Mr. Surang Whips Jr. to join me at the stage to present the awards. From the sport of archery, we have Mr. Branson Giramur. please come to the stage. Please come to the left side and come up to the stage. Thank you. From the sport of athletics, we have Ignacio Belaluk. From basketball, we have Mr. Ashton Quintol. Baseball, sorry. And for basketball, we have Mr. Wallace Worswick. For judo, we have Mr. Colin Akwon. For softball, we have Ditz Rangel. And for tennis, we have Mr. Ton Perez. For swimming, we also have Mr. Travis Sakurai. For volleyball, we have Mr. Tarimel Charles. And for canoe, we have Mr. Javits Kip. For wrestling, we have Mr. Christian Nicolescu, who is not here tonight. For weightlifting, we have Mr. Stevic Patris. And lastly, we have for Special Olympics, Mr. Edwin Tuliaur Jr. Let's give one more big round of applause for the award winners. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to honor the outstanding achievements of the male athletes who have left us in awe with their skills, dedication, and passion for their respective sports. Tonight, we celebrate the best of the best. Lastly, we want to recognize the male athlete of the year. And this athlete has demonstrated exceptional talent, but also has set new benchmarks for excellence and inspired many other athletes to move forward in their performances as well. So without further ado, the male athlete of the year for 2023, drum roll please, Mr. Stevic Patris from weightlifting. Stevie, can you join me for just a few questions? Just follow up. So congratulations, and again, congratulations on your recent success in the 2022 Pacific Mini Games, where you were able to obtain 3 gold medals. Can you tell us about your training process in leading up to those games and what gave you the ability to go and be so successful?
There's no secrets. It's hard training, and that's all. Just keep training.
Amazing. All right. As a Pacific Games weightlifting champion at the 81 kilogram category, what advice do you have for young people who are interested in getting into sports and want to be just as successful as you?
Don't do drugs. Train hard and stay in school and yeah, keep training hard.
All right, thank you. Thank you to all the athletes, and let's give them one more big round of applause. Congratulations.
Thank you. So it is time to hear from our keynote speaker this evening. We are honored and privileged to call His Excellency President Surang Whips Jr. to give his special remarks to the athletes and sports family at this banquet to honor our sports heroes. Thank you, President Whips, for all your support to our youth through sports.
Ali, malagab singay. Mal ngal tangat tertial lungil venue. Saya dalang aral sele President Kyotal mal klo al zel sel or takar tiar klo segad. I say Secretary General, you know we're mal ngal tangat tial celebrate from tritrigal. Tugubet silang legal belaw. Otro le madang abugoda. Mal mereng asula rubugul belaw. Silo bangged rela kap singay. Ang iraged beo orete orios ma nurap. Sel desa kamilo banggedeng mo kora mo klorungud. Nga siya arubukul tial belu o bangged. Mal mereng asuli lo bangged rela kap singay. Kita ako truuleng katang artiar tial momang truy ma onge tiul banquet. Mem kata celebrate igel ngia achievement kami. The most important thing tela del mertiang maral oyeng ar kami. Emilisia ar kami. Although por kami lasem lutel mal membre kada. You know kita hotel ngal tangat. Doctor Telay. Ako mara sa trigal sa leader ng artiang amlel ding ar kita wasa kita kada kaltmok kalgire la 2025. Kada masada tatemono ma agira dal mga tmok rigel sendi abay gira se kita da kaltmok kalmo usol sel de sat tial se kada real kap singe da se kada kaltmok la kada kaltmok lan dia Ambassador Turner, Ambassador Lee, Charles A. Bowner. It is indeed great to have you here tonight, representing our strong partners in these sports programs that we have in Palau. And I especially thank the members from the Pacific Games that are here to see if we're prepared and ready to host 2025. I was just sharing with our athletes that I think the venues will be ready. The challenge now is to make sure that the athletes are ready, right? But seeing all the tremendous work that's been done in the past, I know we are ready. You know, one of the things, adilungile madanabu de tigul kotor amrigel unga. Bral kor hita se de dol kotor bela undi ari arsali dan artiam kadam lo kotor amrigel. You know, one of the things that Palau has always been a champion in is the development of our youth. And I know President Ramasao, from when he was vice president, when he was a senator, always believed in this. And I still remember, I think the turning point in Palau in this area was when we hosted the Micronesian Games in 1998. And that was our first opportunity to really showcase Palau as a place to host events. And I know it was hard at the time. There were so many things that had to be done, but it got done. And we were able to host. And I remember Palau took a lot of golds home that year. So that's a challenge we have for 2025, right? To repeat those efforts. Because when we're the host, we got to show everybody why we're the host, right? Yeah. So one of the things that I want to share is that over the next 2 years, because of our partnership with Friends from the Republic of China, Taiwan, the United States, Saudi Arabia. We are going to have so many venues prepared, rebuilt, and ready for the coming games. Just to give you an idea, we're remodeling the track and field, right? Upgrading it, fixing the drainage. We're building a new facility in Ngarbeth. We're going to upgrade the Palau High School gym. We're going to cover the basketball court in Munes. We're going to repair the softball field in Munes. We're going to upgrade the swimming pool and build another swimming pool, hopefully, right? In Irai, I hope that's the plan. In Eang, we're going to cover it so rain doesn't go inside, and it's better use of that facility. But also prepare other venues in Koror. Emmaus Betania, we're going to cover that gymnasium. We're going to cover Ngarmit's basketball court. I know Tito is excited about that, right? That was later. But the most important thing is providing venues that we can use to upgrade ourselves, but also be able to host. And we're not stopping there. In Ira, you see a new gym that's going to be completed in Ngurulwabala. Of course, the tennis courts are going to be redone. Yeah. And then on Babaldao, Balamodokngay School is going to get a gym that's going to be covered, and also along elementary school. And you know, I think sometimes some people ask why. Do you know there's some people that are always on the radio and these talk shows asking, why spend money on these sports facilities, or why spend money on the micro games? I say, why spend money on the Pacific Games? And I guess I like to use the word, well, why not? We spend money on many other things. Why not spend it on our youth? I see. So just last week, and I met with the governors, and you know, the governor said, we cannot do it. We need money. And let's postpone the games. But you know, I think sometimes we need that tough talk. So we have to thank the OEK for listening and taking action. You know, sometimes it takes them a long time to take action, but this time they heard you. I think they're afraid of your votes. But you know, I think that's what a responsive government is supposed to be doing, right? They're supposed to be seeing the needs of the people and react. And you know, I really thank our colleagues in the OEK for taking action. They saw the need, and they took action. Now, sometimes at the selungari mote bakla at the ulot tergin mal moimis. So I know they gave a total of 510,000 toward the Balao Games. Now that gives all of us here a big responsibility, because we should use that money wisely. Doesn't mean that we have to spend it all on those 10 days of Balao Games. I think one of the things that we hope that happens is that those efforts continue. And we continue to prepare ourselves for the Pacific Games. And each of these states that get those resources continue to develop programs to get their young people to participate. Because there's nothing that can help us more in improving our lives to be better citizens, help us to be better team players, help us to be healthier and more active than sports. So really, tonight is a celebration of the champions, a celebration of the young people of Palau and how we should invest in them. And this year is about investing in our youth. And I'd just like to close with a statement by Dennis Whiteley about winning. And he says, winning is never whining. You see? Winning is coming in fourth, exhausted but excited because the last time you came in fifth. And winning is being glad you're you. Winning is the feeling that there is no ceiling. What you say? Sky is the limit. And winning is beginning by beginning. The game is half won, right? And most of all, winning is all about attitude. I have to share, you see me limping? So, over spring break, I have young daughters who are much younger than me. And I decided that I was going to follow them snowboarding. And, there's green, blue, and then there's black. And I said, oh, I'm in pain because I've fallen so many times and I can hardly get up. And then I get off this lift and I say, my senior in high school daughter says, Dad, maybe you should go down the other way. I said, no, I'll follow you. And I decided to follow her, and I went down, and I flipped over and I twisted my knee. And then soon after, they told me, maybe you should try a new sport. But it's all about attitude, right? We should always never give up, never give up. And this room is full of people that never give up. And I congratulate you for the accomplishments that you've done and look forward to awarding many more medals in the years to come. Congratulations. God bless you all.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your special message to the athletes and to us all. This year is the year of youth investment, and tonight is about our youth and our athletes. So we thank you for your commitment to this sports arena. Let's do another round of applause. Thank you, everyone, for remaining with us. I hope you're still enjoying your food. But right now, we'll be moving on to our next category, which is the coach category. This category is a key category that supports the needs of all athletes. It is just as important as our athletes category. Coaches provide our communities and athletes with sustainability and consistency in their sports, allowing individuals to grow as not only athletes, but as responsible community members as well. So, for the Coach Category Award, please help me welcome Mr. Raleigh Louis to present the Coaches Award. Raleigh is also a member of our Palau Olympians and Athletes Commission from the sport of baseball and a baseball all-star himself. He is currently a certified coach specifically in strength and conditioning, which plans, delivers, and reviews the physical and psychological preparation of athletes aligned to specific sports. So that's pretty important, Ale. This is for you.
Thank you, Shiri, for the introduction. Good evening, Ngulap Singay, Nisabula. I am pleased to present to you a key element to athletes' performances, the Coaches Awards category. The following are coaches, nominees, and recipients from sports federations. May I ask Palau National Olympic Committee Board of Director, Mr. Alonso Moses, to join me in. Thank you, Mr. Alonso Moses. In the sports of archery, we have Christopher Ongrung. Athletics, we have Lieutenant Francis Basuy Kel. Baseball, we have Tico Smoose. Basketball, we have Logan Nirio. For judo, we have Keisha Tulop. For softball, we have Armstrong August. For female coach for softball, we have Ambi Melita Etpisong. Tennis, we have Noel Reyes. For swimming, we have Nick Crate. Volleyball, we have Saki Naivana. Triathlon, we have William J. Tejada. For canoe, we have Maxtile Sasao. Wrestling, we have Franson Gibbons. Weightlifting, we have Roxanne Canete. And for the Special Olympics, we have Oral Watanabe. Please give a big congratulations to all our recipients of the respective sports. I am very happy to announce the Coach of the Year award selected amongst these coaches. And the Coach of the Year award is Mr. Saki Naivana from the volleyball. Congratulations to Saki for your commitment and excellent to sports performance you bring to our athletes every day. Ula. I encourage all coaches to take training such as sports strengthening and conditioning programs that helps us improve our coaching skills to bring the best performances of our athletes. Thank you and congratulations, coaches. You are an important enabler to our athletes' performances and actions in the field of play. So, Coach Naivana, can you tell us about your coaching philosophy and approach to training volleyball players from grassroots to elite level? In baseball, we say it's from T-ball to the major leagues.
Good evening, everyone. First, I thank God for such an opportunity as this and a gift, and I give thanks and glory to God. In volleyball will never start. You'll never start the game without a serve. So my motto in volleyball: you serve to play, and you play to serve. So every young people that I come across, I encourage them. You learn how to serve the volleyball ball at the same time. Serve your gift for your country and your people. Thank you.
Ula. One more. What do you see as the key skills and qualities that are needed for success in volleyball, both on and off the court?
The biggest thing is discipline, and most importantly, keep our young people inspired. I'm a coach that doesn't sit down and watch them work out. I'll work out with them, I'll run with them, I'll play with them, just to keep them inspired. You shine the light, they'll follow that light.
Ula, Mr. Naivana. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kale, and congratulations to all coach nominees. Thank you and congratulations again, Saki. You guys are an important enabler to our athletes and performances and actions in the field of play. Thank you for your investment in our communities and the future of Palau. Let's give them another round of applause. We will now move on to the next category of the awards tonight, which is technical officials. Without these key officials, we are not able to run our sports appropriately and make sure we play within the rules. Please welcome Lily Garavn, our technical official recipient of the 18th Sports Award and a member of Women's National Volleyball Team. She recently obtained her certification in the international level as FIVB volleyball coach. Please join me in welcome Lily to present this category of sports award winners, technical officials. Thank you so much, Lily.
Thank you, Shuri. I am pleased to present you the technical officials nominees and awardees for each sports federations this evening. Technical officials are key to sports, because rules and essentials to why we have safe sports with safe environment and venues that allows our athletes to perform at their best. May I ask Judy Otto, a Palau NOC Executive Board Treasurer, a President of the Swimming Association, and FINA technical official to come up to the stage and present the awards. So here are the nominees and recipients of technical officials for each national federations. For athletics, technical official, CAT Team AOIC, SFC George Marshall. Basketball, oh no, sorry. Baseball, Bruce Amale. Basketball, JT Timarong, technical official. Junior referee, Jaylin Kali Tevit. And table official, Blaze Joseph. For judo, Inoue Mikio. Softball, Milan Isak and Miriam Rungulbay. For tennis, Jim San Juan. For swimming, Yoko Nestor. For volleyball, Jonathan Grieg Johannes. Triathlon, Tuti Chilton and Marchelin Valencia Buban. For canoe, Bill Tony. Wrestling, Christopher Gitalong. Big round of applause for all the technical officials. And I am honored to announce the Technical Official of the Year award to, drum roll please, Jaylene Kali Tevin from basketball. Okay, so Miss Callie, here's the questions for you. So what are some of the biggest challenges that you face as a female basketball referee and how you overcome those challenges?
Well, it's hard reffing guys' games, being a little girl referee on the court. But as Coach Giru always told me, is to always be confident in what you are doing and to not go back on the calls you make.
Last one. So looking to the future, what are your goals and aspirations as a basketball referee? Are there any particular games or events that you would like to officiate?
Well, I'm always open to learning and I'm always grateful for the opportunities I get. I just always hope that I could be a role model for upcoming female referees for future tournaments too.
Thank you, Ms. Callie, and congratulations for winning your award today.
So, thank you so much, Lily, again, and all the nominees for the Technical Official Award. Again, congratulations, Kali. Thank you all so much for your continued hard work and efforts to keep our sports to standard and continuing to put the effort to learn to even make them better. So, moving on, may I bring your attention to the screen as we share the video of our Oceania Athletes Commission on prevention on competition manipulation. To add on to that, let's please welcome to the stage Mr. Vidya Lakan, President of the Pacific Games Council, to give us his short remarks this evening. May I invite Mr. Lakan.
Thank you, MC, and good evening, colleagues. Before I start, may I recognize some very strong supporters of sport in Palau and indeed in the Pacific. I know President Witt had to leave. He's got another commitment next door, he said, but I want to recognize the representatives of the Council of Chiefs. President Tommy, I wish to make a special mention of you because it was during your administration Palau was entrusted with the responsibility of organizing the 2025 Pacific Mini Games. So thank you for bringing the games to Palau. Members of the Diplomatic Corps, thank you for your support and thank you for being here and honoring the athletes of Palau. The other members of the political leadership in Palau, thank you for being with our youths and supporting them. I was asked to say why we are here, and I think that question has already been answered. The games were entrusted to Palau in 2019, and they will take place in 2025. And as is always the case, the membership of the Council, they need to be reassured that our next hosts of the Pacific Mini Games are preparing to host them in 2025. Because of COVID, Andrew and I couldn't be here any earlier. So when we came here, it was only to find out to what extent you are preparing or your preparation have gone to host us in 2025. And may I say that after meeting with all your political leaders and then meeting all the sports leaders as well, and then today we spend the time to see all the venues that we'll possibly use for our competition in 2025. We are fairly satisfied that you will be ready in 2025 to host us. There's 24 island nations, which includes Australia and New Zealand, will be here in 2024 to take part in 12 sports that will be on your sports games program. So in that area we have no concerns at all. But we will be back early next year to again reassess as to how far you have gone in your readiness to host us in 2025, and we will be looking at some of the other aspects of looking after the athletes and organizing the competitions. For athletes, those of you who have been to games know that there are three very important elements that you're concerned about. One is village accommodation, two is food, and the third one is transport. So those are the three areas we'll be focusing when we are here early next year. I must make special mention of the fact that I was here when you first hosted the Pacific, at that time it was South Pacific Mini Games in 2005. And the person who was responsible for organizing the games as chairman of the organizing committee was my friend Patrick. He still looks the same as he did in 2005, and I don't know what's his secret. He says his hair has gone grey, but we can paint that. It's not a challenge. But with Patrick being responsible to chair the Games Organizing Committee in 2025, it gives us added confidence because we know him, we know his abilities, and we know what he can deliver. So that gives us, the Council, a lot of assurance and satisfaction that we will, come 2025, have a wonderful Games. This night is for the athletes, and I am told that tonight's event has been planned by the Athletes Commission of the Palau National Olympic Committee, and they are delivering this function. I take my hat off to you, members of the Athletes Commission. You're doing a wonderful job. I certainly have no complaints, and I don't think there is anybody in this hall who's got any complaints. So thank you for what you're doing. But the focus is on the athletes. And we always aspire to perform better at a higher level. President Frank, Secretary General Bakelai, Andrew, and myself were in Brisbane about 2 weeks ago, and we spent 2 days on discussing how the athletes of the Oceania region can be assisted between now and 2032, when the Brisbane Olympic Games will take place. How can we bring our athletes and bring them up to scratch so that they can perform credibly in what is now being termed as the Oceania Olympic Games? So I want to assure you aspiring athletes, 2032 is less than 10 years. You will have ample opportunity, depending on what role the Australian government and the Queensland government, the level of commitment, and I'm talking about resources. We have their assurances that they are committed, they will help, but we want to see, and we will be eagerly awaiting your national budget, which will be delivered in a few months, as to what level of financial commitment will be made for the 2032 Oceania Athletes Preparation Program. So many of us in this hall, if your sport is an Olympic sport, you will most probably have the opportunity to benefit from the commitments which the Queensland government and the Australian governments will make to ensure that you are better prepared to represent your individual countries in the 2032 Games. So there is tremendous future for you going ahead. On behalf of the Games Council, particularly on behalf of Andrew and myself, I want to thank our National Olympic Committee for the courtesies and assistance offered to us in our fact-finding mission. And as I said to you earlier on, we'll be leaving your shores tomorrow, quite satisfied in the knowledge that our games are in good hands, and we will, when we come back next year with 24 member countries, for them to have the opportunity to see what you are preparing for them, so that when they come back in 2025 with their delegations, and by the sound of things, it could be one of the bigger Pacific mini games we will have. 24 countries and close to 11 to 1,200 athletes taking part in 8 sports. So it will be a tremendous game. So I just want to finally say thank you for the supporters of sports in Palau, all the sponsors, all the mums and dads, and if you don't have children doing the sports, and if you are supporting sports in Palau, we want to thank you, and we want you to know that your efforts are being recognized not only by the Palau National Olympic Committee, but also by the Pacific Games Council. Because it is the support that you provide for your athletes, and when they come together as the use of the Pacific at our Pacific Games or the Pacific Mini Games. They perform credibly, and they have the opportunity through our, many of you may not know, but we have the opportunity at each of our games to telecast the games throughout the world through the Olympic Games channel. So your games in Palau in 2025 will be seen throughout the world. And we will not only be showing Palauan athletes performing, the whole region's athlete performing, plus the focus will be on Palau. People will be judging you, how you deliver the games, but more importantly, they will be focusing on what Palau has to offer should they decide to come here for a vacation. So it will be your time at that time. And I hope you'll appreciate that the assistance you're providing now, I know the President was talking about money. The money you are spending is you are making an investment. Money is being invested in infrastructure, and money is also being invested in the youth and the future leaders of your country. So it's not, I don't think there should be any question as to why money is being spent on sport. So, finally, my congratulations to all the recipients of the various awards that were presented to us. And I'd like to say to you that this is only the beginning. There's a long road ahead. Between now and 2032, we have got, at the end of this year, the Pacific Games in Solomon Islands. And then we would have the Paris Olympic Games. And then in 2028, we will be in Los Angeles for the Olympic Games again. So for the young athletes, there are tremendous opportunities ahead. You've been asked to stay committed, and your coaches have told you attitude, commitment, and dedication, perseverance will help you in succeeding. So on behalf of Andrew, thank you once again for hosting us, and want to once again congratulate the Athletes Commission for a job very well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lacan, for your inspiring words, for truly making us excited and planting true seeds of the thought of the Pacific Games this 2025, coming this 2025. Let's give him another round of applause. I was a little bit too excited to come up here, so you'll be watching another video.
Ngarangin baiguk mo sa bait Almo may saklong nyo lelabelang Lenggalak lumalaubin ngami Makyong lureng agi kalsu Belak mal aroide Belak mal soa
This is the evening for us to celebrate our sports heroes, and we thank each of you for making a difference in sports for our youth and for our Palau. The next category is the volunteer nominees and recipients for each sports. Let's give a big hand to LA Titim from the canoe program. She will be presenting the awards for the volunteer nominees. She is not only an athlete, but she is a young professional and a PhD candidate for a degree on research methodology. So please help me and welcome Miss LA Titim.
Lobsingin Rogoy, are you still with me? Thank you for your patience and for hanging in there. Thank you, Shuri, for the wonderful and brief introduction. It is my honor and privilege to introduce the recipients and the nominees for the volunteer awards. This category is fundamental in making sports events happen. Our volunteers are the most important people, an important part of making sure all events happen when they're supposed to happen on time. There's technical officials, there's coaches, and there's people supporting these events at the venues. These volunteers, they don't get paid, but they have passion and dedication and commitment for sports, just like our athletes too. They show up and they give a helping hand without pay out of the goodness of their hearts. Can we please have a round of applause for all our volunteers before I call them up here? It's important that we continue to encourage our volunteers in sports as well. I am pleased to announce the volunteers nominees, but may I ask Mr. Ogordeo, Dr. Patrick Talay, Chairman for the Pacific Mini Games Palau 2025, to join me up on the stage and award the winners. So without further ado, introducing the volunteer award nominees from archery, Mr. Joe Aitaro. We'll give a round of applause for Mr. Aitaro, who's not here to receive his award. From athletics, Mr. Lucas Sali Jr. From baseball, Mr. Tigos Mus. From basketball, Mr. Solomon Urbelao. From the canoe program, Ms. Joy Uwegi and Jackie Ngirdimao. From judo, Kimio Nakamura. From softball, Antero Boysek and Pamela Rurig. From tennis, Ms. Yvonne Ueda. From swimming, Nahoko Idip and Shoko Maruyama. From volleyball, Marvin Bitlal Wasisang. From triathlon, the Bureau of Public Safety. And finally, from wrestling, Mr. Scarly Rungul. we come to award the Volunteer of the Year, selected from Palau NOC. Drum roll, please. The recipient for the Volunteer of the Year award is Mr. Tigo Smus from baseball, who is not here to accept his award. But I will ask that you please give another big round of applause for our wonderful volunteers who are here this evening. Thank you all so much for your time and dedication and your love for sports. We couldn't do it without you. But like Shuri said, we really do want to recognize everyone, and it was on the part of the people who organized this that we forgot to mention one very important sponsor, who is not only an important sponsor for this federation, but is a very important sponsor for other sports federations. And I can speak from experience as a paddler and a canoe athlete in the canoe program. So it is my honor to recognize Core State Government for being a volunteer award nominee for the Triathlon Federation. Please give a round of applause for Core State Government. And please send a representative to come up and receive the nominee award. Oh, Core State Rangers, not the government, just the Rangers. Sorry, not the entirety of the government, just the Rangers. And Bureau of Public Safety. Awardeo, Dr. Patrick Talay, who just left. So, President of NOC, Mr. Frank Yota, please come and award on behalf. Let's give another round of applause for the volunteer nominees for the Triathlon Federation. Thank you.
So like I said, we saved the best for last. And to present the best for last award is Mr. Anthony Rudim from basketball. Let's give him a round of applause. So Anthony, known as Palau, obviously he's an athlete, but he is also the vice president of our Palau Olympians and Athletes Commission. He is a member of the national basketball men's team, and he continues to serve as a mature role model to many young ballers. Palau has participated in multiple national basketball teams, and most recently in 2022 inaugural Micro Cup, which took place in Guam, where they got a silver.
Hello, Malungil Kapsangay. Thank you, Shuri, for the very nice introduction. Before I begin, let me just clarify that English is not my native tongue. So if it sounds like I'm speaking in cursive, please understand. I am pleased to announce this biennial year's Sponsor of the Year nominees. Our sponsors are an important part of the Palau National Olympic Committee programs, and we share our deepest gratitude for their kind support to sports. Your kind donations create many opportunities for all our athletes, including myself. With that said, may I once again request the President of the Palau National Olympic Committee to come to the stage as we present the awards to the Sponsor of the Year nominees. Please say CEO. Well, let me just clarify. I said CEO because he's also my boss in my day job. Yeah. And I'm more nervous standing here than raising the water tariffs. Well, the Sponsor of the Year nominees from the sport of archery, and let me just make a disclaimer. I had no part in selecting the nominees. So from the sport of archery,
Ivan Rudim and Company. Just an FYI, Ivan is not here, so the person representing the company is my dad. Again, adim na kulit. From the sport of athletics, Surangal and Sons Company and the Palau National Communications Corporation, PNCC, ask the representatives of both to come to the stage. From the sport of baseball, Blue Bay Petroleum. May I ask a representative of Blue Bay to come to the stage? I don't think Ralph came, so if there's any representative, please. From the sport of basketball, we have the Filipino Basketball League. We have IPNE Palau Inc., Surangal and Sons Company, and the Koror State Government. From the sport of canoe, we have Palau National Communications Corporation, PNCC, and Beverly Reuldak. I think Beverly is not here, so let me ask a representative to join us in the stage. From judo, we have Leisure Development Koror Inc. From the sport of tennis, Surangal and Sons Company. From the sport of swimming, again, Surangal and Sons Company and Palau Sea Ventures, doing business as Sam's Tours. Volleyball, Surangal and Sons Company. Triathlon, we have the Australian Embassy, Palau. Please join us, Ambassador. And also the Koror State Government Rangers. Wrestling, WCTC, and the Nego Plaza Corporation. And the last but not the least, from the Special Olympics, Surangal and Sons Company. Let's all give a round of applause for all our nominees. And now for the winner, the PNOC Sports of the Year Award recipient goes to, no drum roll, Blue Bay Petroleum. We also recognize the Australian Embassy for its kind donations and support for the Special Olympics as well. Thank you very much. Please give a hand to Blue Bay for their contributions as sponsor for the year recipient. On behalf of all athletes, please let me take this brief moment to express our sincerest appreciation to all sponsors for your generous support of our sport programs. Your contributions have had an immeasurable impact in providing quality athletic opportunities. Your commitment is truly admirable, and we are fortunate to have you as partners. Let me just say something. When eating the fruit, we have to always remember the hands that planted the seed. In other words, let me try and summarize all the sport federations. In other words, for every meter we run, every kilogram we lift, every ball we throw or shoot, and every stroke we take on the water, every game played, and every medal won. We remember and thank you all for your unwavering and enabling support. We look forward to our continued collaboration to further develop and expand our programs for the many years to come, including the 2025 Pacific Games in Palau. Thank you very much.
Thank you again, Palau, and to all our sponsors. Congratulations again, Blue Bay. I'd like to thank all those who presented the awards tonight. LA, Junior, Kale, Palau, Lily. You are all great role models in your own sports, and we see you, and we look up to you all. Thank you so much for your commitment and dedication to the betterment of our community through sports, and doing so by leading by great examples for us all. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for staying with us this evening. To conclude the award formalities of this evening, it is my pleasure and honor as your host this evening to invite the Secretary General of Palau National Olympic Committee, Ms. Baklay Tamingil, to give her closing remarks. Secretary General Tamingil is an active member of the International Olympic Committee and the Vice President of Oceania National Olympic Committee, and has been an instrumental advancing sports in Palau and Oceania. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming Secretary General Baklay Tamingil to the stage. Oh, she's here. So, sorry. Round of applause.
Malungil Kapsangay. Thank you, everyone, distinguished guests and honored guests. It has been a great evening. Let's please give a big hand to Suri and the Athletes Commission for a great job well done. So in closing, in behalf of the President of the National Olympic Committee, the members of our board, I'm very happy to wish everyone a good evening. Thank you for joining us and celebrating the lives of our sports heroes, the athletes, the parents, and all the wonderful people that make it all happen. We are in a sacred ground. This ground was actually a long time ago when I was still like maybe 10 years old. Many people like Patrick Talay, President Ramangasao, Judy Otto, they played tennis, and a outside basketball court was in this ground. So this ground has been a place that have raised many sports heroes even before, way back, before the National Gym was built in 1998. But in every sports program and every activities that we do, we have now certain type of people and everyone that are here that we call our sports entourage. The sports entourage is really your backbone. Ngel ngaruleme oldu baragara iger rogul. Lurelem moru beyond the sponsorship, beyond the volunteers, beyond some of the things that make you be able to get up, go to practice, to the sports you do. So for tonight's last award, we have a special award that comes in every other awards a year. So I kindly ask President Frank Yota, Judy Otto, Evelyn Otto is also a member of our board, and Vice President Temi Shmul, who's our board members, to come up. And Kenny will open an award. We'll be presenting this very special award. It's the 2020 Olympic Torch Relay, torch for the Tokyo Olympics, which was held in 2021 in Tokyo. And we had a swimmer and athletics in the program. And every year we write our letters. We compete with a lot of other important organizations in the Republic of Palau, other activities. And everyone always give us a piece of that pie to support the sports program. And of course, all of our sponsors, we have so many sponsors and sponsors that have been our sponsors since the beginning of the sports program. And you've heard some of these companies, they have been our ground and our root that really support the fundamental of making sure that these activities happen. One particular company has a staff, and I know that company sponsored many of our sports programs, not just this year, but in previous years with other, Gawan na board member Akno Omes, Alonso Moses. Coming. Board member Kawama Ernestine Ringil, Hila, they're off island, but this is a full board member from National Olympic Committee. But without further ado, I know the Sural Company. Let's give a big hand to Sural Company, who has been a sponsor that has contributed money, funding, and other support program, and many of you here this evening, allowing your staff to take administrative leave to participate in the sports program, giving time to take a month off to train outside of Palau, to even participate in the any sports program that's outside of Palau. Administrative leave is quite a heavy financial obligations from companies and organizations that allow people to participate in the sports program. But we have one particular person, if it's okay with the family of Surangal and Sons, I know Eric is here, we wanted to recognize this person on behalf of Surangal and Sons. She's always part of all the sports program. Now I see her in sailing, in volleyball, in basketball, and she's running around between all the sports, and she's actually going to the offices and giving us the money. Here, tigla sponsor ako, ma'am, karang. I wanted to really recognize on behalf of our board, president, and our vice president, and the board members, on behalf of this award that we're presenting to Surangal and Sons Company. But I would like to request the family that if we can award this to you and bring Hermana to receive the award. Where's Hermana? It's okay, I'm not going to ask her a question. If I can kindly ask Hermana to come up. Hermana Idiba, you know, she's always in our programs. She represents many of us, and she's always making sure that the company of Surangal and Son share the sponsorship to many sports programs. So we really applaud you, Hermana. And we give you these torch to remind you to make sure that the family of Surangal and Sons family maintain our family in sports and outside of sports. So thank you, Hermana, on behalf of all of the sports family. For Shingagi del Ner El Alsils, mas kamama sponsorship for this evening event. Ner El Ara, Obisra National Olympic Committee, and donated $5,000 for the event. So let's give a big hand to Hermana. Again, I thank all the Tirigal Rogul Adal Mirurtial Kabasingel Malmlongil, especially Tirigal Adara Kalamailum, all the food that were supplied to us this evening. The Athletes Commission, Suri, for her exceptional being a hostess and MC this evening. The band, Desiree, who made a wonderful presentation of these decorations in this hall, and all the young people that made it possible for us to. So we are here today to celebrate our champions. Congratulations, everyone. I think we still have some food. Actually, let's give a big hand to Ilumalma Agal. They actually packed to go for everyone. So you can, when you leave, you can, but we insist you take a photo. We have an official photographer, Jesse, who's around to take a photo so that we can create more memories and remind ourselves that we are friends and families in sports and celebrating our athletes. We still have until 10 o'clock in the hall. If you want to stay, enjoy the music a little bit, enjoy the food, enjoy its other's company. But thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next 2 years. Actually, see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, and have a great weekend. Komram sulang albaklar.